And this one is about INEC. In the coming election, the government is planning for people to vote without PVC. The PVC means, I think the VC here means voters card. The P, I don't recall what that means, PVC. But the VC here means voters card. And with the PVC, there's been a whole lot of fraud, right? We've seen how there's been tons and tons of fraud, tons and tons of voter fraud. With the PVC, there's supposed to be a voter's a PVC that goes into the card reader, that reads the card reader, and then makes sure you're eligible or you're registered to vote before you can vote, right? And now they're trying to eliminate that whole system and want to go in with you can just show up and vote. Whether you are eligible or not, you can just show up and vote and leave. That's ridiculous. That's another ridiculous one coming from Nigeria. You would think these systems have come to stay. You would think the system of the card reader has come to eliminate, or at least try to eliminate as much as possible, the voter fraud in the system, in the electoral system. But now you have a government who is trying to eliminate any sort of check and balance. So pretty much anybody from anywhere can pretty much just go in and vote. In any sane society, that's a no. Especially in 2025. In any sane society, that's a no. It shouldn't happen. But we have a government who doesn't care about the people. They make laws without thinking about the people. They only think about themselves. They only think about the next cycle of elections. They don't think about the actual people who put them in there. So they can make all these laws and get away with it. Because what are you going to do as a civilian, as an individual in that country? When these politicians come to visit you, they come with armies, they come with policemen. So they are even unreachable. They are untouchable. There is no repercussions for whatever they do. So they can do whatever they want to do. That's not how a functional society should be. There should be repercussions. There should be some sort of fear. There should be some boundary that the leaders shouldn't cross and the citizens shouldn't cross. There should be some boundary. But in Nigeria, there are no boundaries. Anything goes. A politician can just come up and make laws that favors just him, just because. And then he uses it against the people that voted him or her. We have a case of Natasha currently, Senator Natasha currently going through a suspension or under suspension for what they've now charged a gross misconduct in the Senate House. But we've also seen other men in the Senate House who have fought, thrown chairs, thrown blows, done all this stuff, and nobody was suspended. But a woman stands up and says, hey, I think I was sexually harassed. And I'm not here to say she was or she wasn't, because I was not there, right? But instead of her to be heard, the other day, another politician says, if a woman makes such comment, it shouldn't be looked into. That's the society we live in. That's the society called Nigeria. It's a shame. And 2027 is around the corner. Then these politicians are already strategizing, trying to remove the only thing that people thought would be used as a check and balance for voter fraud in Nigeria. They're trying to eliminate it completely. So it's going to be no holds barred. Just do whatever you want and get away with it. It's a shame.